Hello everyone and welcome to another history video. So today we're taking a look at Crucias Airship deck in history format. So this deck is going to utilize Crucias to tutor for a Phoenix Fleet Airship here. And this deck actually has two different ways to win the game. And that is by getting the Phoenix Fleet Airship down on the battlefield with the Crucias, which is actually really sick because the Crucias tutors for a Phoenix Fleet Airship guaranteed if you get rid of a 3-mana card, and not to mention it's also generating a treasure token at the same time, right? So the following turn, if you just play the Phoenix Fleet Airship, it's going to make a duplicate of itself, which is actually pretty sick. Another thing that's really sick about this is that sometimes you get to discard the Priest of Gigs to the graveyard. And what that does is this is actually going to allow different combo route, letting you go into Chthonian Nightmare and potentially just win with the Marionette Apprentice. And you can do this by Crucias calling Expedient. And if you discard the Priest of Gigs, you might be able to hit a Chthonian Nightmare as well. So if you already have the Phoenix Fleet Airship already in hand, this is something you can do. And if you don't know the combo, if you have the Marionette, Chthonian Nightmare, with either double Priest of Gigs or a Priest of Gigs and a Shambling Ghast, or Priest of Gigs and a Freebooter, you can just keep sacrificing itself to the Chthonian Nightmare while the Marionette is down on the battlefield to have an infinite loop here to drain your opponent. Another neat thing about this deck is that if you have the Freebooter or the Shambling Ghast down on the battlefield on turn 1, you can go directly into Crucias if you have the Phyrexian Tower, or better yet, because the Freebooters and the Shambling Ghast makes a treasure token, you can even go directly into Phoenix Fleet Airship, which is even more powerful. And one last thing I want to mention is the 2 copies of iTwitch in the deck. With the recent Avatar set, we have gotten a lot of new lesson cards, so by sacrificing the iTwitch to either Phyrexian Tower, or Chthonian Nightmare, or even Deadly Dispute, you can grab things like Firebending Lesson, which is a removal spell, or you can even get something like Redirect Lightning. So this is something you can cast if opponent tries to Thoughtseize you, Pyrogoyf, or even Mycospawn, Land Destruction. This is something you can grab from the sideboard with the iTwitch, which is really sick. And we also have Price of Freedom, which you can use it against Eldrazi opponent or even Valakut opponent. And lastly, we have a copy of an Abandoned Attachment, which is a draw spell and self-discard spell at the same time. So if you're really looking for a creature to put into the graveyard for the Chthonian Nightmare, this is something that you can do. So yeah, I'm actually quite excited to try this deck out. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some History Price of 3 to show you guys what it does. So let's hop on over. All right. Let us see how this deck does. It's a bit of a meme, but I think it has potential. Chthonian Nightmare. Looks like this is Jund, right? It's a Jund deck. Let's keep attacking. You're gonna block. Wow. Okay. Wow, Crucias on top. Yes, please. So I do need this Priest of Gigs. So I'm gonna shock that in, and then I probably want to draw into a Crucias here, if possible. I don't know why I shocked, actually. I didn't really need to. Yeah, I actually didn't need to shock there. That's my bad. So Crucias. Greater. Grab the Phoenix. The Pyrogoyf. I probably need, like, okay, which one? I think the Pyrogoyf is more scarier than Barogoyf, right? Like, especially if you can just block this every single turn. Because this one, like, goes face. Alright, let's say I grab redirecting lightning. I guess if they play a Barogoyf, I can redirect lightning? So Phoenix Fleet Airship. And we'll pass a turn. Ren and 6. Okay. Okay, change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. I'll just pay 5 life. I guess I get rid of Barogoyf, right? Because we don't want that thing to attack. And I can just Fatal Push the Pyrogoyf if I want to. Okay, taking Shambling Ghast, Shambling Ghast. Get back a Grist. I mean Gix. Treasure token. Play the Chthonian Nightmare. I just want to make sure to scry. Oh, that's actually really good. I'll take that. Do I want eye? Which one do I want? Maybe I want the eye. Now play the Shambling Ghast. Now play the Chthonian Nightmare. Make another blocker with the Shambling Ghast. Which one do we want? Crucias? No, we don't. Not yet. Not yet. treasure token. All right, that is it for here. Right, so let us block the Goyf. It seems like they don't have anything, and I'll just get rid of this. So opponent got the Giganta back. Yeah, the Giga Grind Lord card, basically. All right, so what can we even get with eye twitch anymore? I guess I do have an abandoned attachment, but that's really about it. Attack, attack. Yeah, we don't need to be like super greedy, right? Like we win next turn, so. Okay. More fleet for next turn. That is a creature. We might need a creature. Yeah. Seems like we actually did kind of need that creature. I think we just win next turn anyways. Yeah. Because they're not gonna have the board. Opponent's not gonna have the board here. Oh, I was actually supposed to attack with the fleet after I did that. My bad. I just blanked out. I just blanked out there. But should be over here. Ooh, actually, I think. Oh no, this Jarcel is at 2. If it was at 3, I would have died. Close. Alright, GG's. Alright, we're gonna need Ghost Vacuum. And I would like if a Bogart Trawler came out. I think that's it. Fatal Push is good. I'll just go down on a copy of a Chthonian Nightmare. Since opponent's gonna have some like graveyard hates, right? One lander. No, thank you. Into a 0 lander. Kind of crazy. Yeah, kind of crazy. It is a 22 land deck, so kind of sad that we got grief like that. I don't think we're gonna have a good time here. Yeah. At least that's kind of good. So they have a surgical in hand. They're thinking about it. Thinking about it. And thinking about it. I do like Marionette. Good stuff. Jarsel. Jarsel. That kind of hurts. So I'll play the Marionette. Let's say if I attack opponent for 4, they go to 13. Opponent goes to 13 if I attack. I think I actually need to attack with both though. If I want to kill them next turn. Obviously this is a little bit risky, but we are in a bit of a risky territory anyways, so since we have to mulligan to 5. So we're gonna yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. And then we're gonna Crucias. I'm going to, I think, Expedient. Try to look for a 1-drop for the following turn. Lesser. Okay. Ren and 6. Crew. Okay. See what happens. So they got another Pyroglyph, so I think I actually need to block the Pyroglyph if I don't want to die. This is gonna be pretty tough, isn't it? Might be dead anyways. 8, 11. No, we don't die. But because the Crucias actually didn't give us a creature for next turn, we might lose because of that. Yikes. All right. Ooh. I think that actually does it. I mean, they do have a surgical though. Okay. 1 drop, please. And it seems like opponent apparently doesn't have surgical and they were just bluffing the whole time. Okay, somehow we actually won. That's crazy. All right, GG's. All right. Ooh. Is this worth it? I wanna try it. I wanna try it because this is like a Phyrexian tower away from being insane. If it goes south pretty fast, I might even consider fatal pushing my own freebooter. But that's like a worst case scenario. So hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, freebooter, go. Beseju mono green. Ooh, no land. No land. It could be another no land from opponent. Okay, never mind. No! Help! Help! Oh no. This is not good. I was too greedy. I was too greedy. Permanents you control with counters on them have ward. How is this possible? Okay. Phyrexian Tower, land, freebooter, 2, 3, 4. This works, right? That is if I want to play the Precept Gix. Phoenix. Maybe I do. Do I want this? Maybe not. Nice. I still can't block this, by the way. The thing is, opponents started with the Boseiju into Nykthos, so there's a good chance opponents also kind of bricked. No! What? Main deck Aatroxafall. Ain't no way. But a chicken wing. Ain't no way. Okay. How is this like? What to do here? Am I playing out another Phoenix Fleet airship? Or bum bum bum. I could just marionette. Sacrifice. Play Nightmare. Get back a freebooter. And next turn should be able to win. So we got 8 damage here. 8, 7. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit difficult. How do we deal 3 more damage? 1, 2. Artifact 3? Okay, we let this go, right? Yeah, we let this go. Alright. That was a little bit spooky. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Tiny bit spooky. Shambling Ghast. Get back a Gigs. Artifact. There we go. All right. So we can Alpine Moon on the Nykthos. I think that's about it. What else? What else do we want? Maybe we can like go down on a Chthonian Nightmare. Like so. Since opponent now knows my Chthonian Nightmare. And then we just kill them with the Phoenix Fleet airship. Okay, a lot better. Although we are kind of missing like our top end. Maybe I could have also went down on a Priest of Gigs. Yeah. Maybe I should have actually played the Shambling Ghast first. In case I draw something like Deadly Dispute. Oh no. Oh no. We're drawing quite a bit of lands here. Oh, it's Gwenna combo deck. I see. Game? I need to play the game. There we go. I'll play one of them. I'll save this for Crucias. It might be a little bit too late though. Yeah, it might be a little bit too late. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let me recast a spell, destroy artifact. Yeah, so that's not good, is it? That is not good. Might be over for me. Storm the festival.
Oh, I am gonna love tearing this place to the ground.
They can even get rid of Crucias here. How do we win this? How do we win this?
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
We are dying? Ooh, another land. I was really hoping it was another land. So I have at least a blocker, but now I don't.
Disappear into the brush.
That could still potentially give me a fatal push. Actually, does that even work? 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, yeah, technically we can't really. If they attack with all of them, I don't think we have a chance. Gaia's Blessing. Are we dead? Seems like it. Even if I get a fatal push, can't really do anything about it. Okay, so maybe Alpine Moon is a mistake, and we just try to combo. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. A balanced hand. A balanced hand. I might even Deadly Dispute, get rid of this. There we go. Crucias. Crucias next turn. Does this make sense? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Since I can just go Crucias next turn anyways. Beseiju. Bogart Trawler. Tutor for an airship. Why not? Guana. I think we just play this, right? Yeah. Question is, do I want to create more airship? Even if I play another airship next turn, that's only that's 6. Doesn't really help our case. Maybe I wanna try to look for a fatal push or a Phyrexian tower. That's kind of scary, actually. So they can pay green mana with the 2 life. Okay. It's kind of scary. So we're gonna attack there. I don't think I can kill them. At least I don't think so. We'll deal a lot of damage though. Yeah, at least we're dealing damage. Maybe actually we do have the win. Because we're generating treasure, so that's an extra damage that we're doing. Wait, is it? Is it infinite? It's been such a long time since I've comboed this. It is actually infinite. Oh, never mind. We won. Bravo. Alright, GG's. Low res. Low res. Yeah, we have a fatal push. This is a good sign. Okay, seems like this is aura. It does seem like this is aura. All right. Let's kill you. Guess I'll just sit back. Another Esper Sentinel. Into a Giver Rune. All right, we have the Crucias. The problem is opponent has a Giver of Brune. And that's not good. That's not good. What should I do? Should I look for a Priest of Gix? Is this mana neutral? You play 2 mana. Get a treasure. I don't think it is. I think it's like -1. So Cathonian Nightmare, generate a treasure. It keeps giving me 1 treasure, but I'm going down on 1 mana, right? So yeah, we're gonna need to look for a combo piece, basically. We need a Priest of Gix. We are gonna need a Priest of Gix here. Maybe I should not play that land. I think I'm going to Expedient. No, it's a 3 mana card, but it's not Priest of Gix. Well, well, well. Opponent's taking a lot of damage, actually. 13. Might be able to win. Opponent goes to 11. I'm gonna let opponent draw. It might be enough to win the game. Yeah, it might be enough to win the game. We'll see. Especially now that we have a Phyrexian Tower as well. This is 3. Maybe? Maybe. It's so close. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Because Crucias is giving me additional treasure as well. Like, I'm not 100% if we actually have it, but I feel like... Yeah, I wasn't really 100% sure if we actually had it here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. 9. And I think we could have actually done it one more time. Alright, Thoughtseize is generally decent against this kind of deck. I don't think we're gonna have time to eye twitch. This Phoenix Fleet Airship might be a little bit tad too slow against them. Because technically opponent's like playing combo, right? Yeah. So maybe I go down on Phoenix Fleet Airship. Maybe since I'm going first, I might consider going down on land as well. It's so greedy though. But I am the Greed Lord himself. Okay, this hand sucks. They kept all 7 cards. Yeah, we have to mulligan that. This hand is a lot better. I shocked us in. I really wish we had a 1-mana card, like a Shambling Gas to play here. Wow! I mean, I guess opponent is even more greedy. Their hand must be stacked, by the way. Okay, they finally got it. Into a Core Spirit Dancer. Yeah, so their hand must be insane. They probably have a lot of, like... okay, so they have a Surgical right now. So they must have a lot of 2-mana cards. So... we'll see. This would be like where the Phoenix Fleet Airship could have been really nice. Ooh. What to do? What to do here? Ooh, this is interesting. Do I discard the Priest of Gix here? I think so. Attack. Or should I go for minus on the Deadly Dispute? Or Priest of Gix? I'm not 100% sure what was the correct play there. Sentinel's Eyes. Sheltered by the Ghost. Alright. It's been a long time since I've actually seen the Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe that wasn't actually that great. Yeah, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have actually expediented the Phoenix Fleet Airship for potential, like, removal spell. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. A Thoughtseize. That's a great one, actually. So we make opponent use surgical. This is great. And then we have a deadly dispute on the core spirit dancer so that we can deny life gain. So they have all that glitters. Shard Mage's Rescue. So the thing is, they have a light paw, so it seems like grabbing the boon doesn't do anything, right? Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, because they have a light paw, they can just play that, play a 1-mana card, make this fly. I can do this, but it's just going to delay me losing game, so I think I'm just going to try to go for potential win here. No, it's so close. Oh my god. We have exactly 6 damage. I think where I actually made the mistake was oh no. Crucias was the only blocker. Never mind. So maybe I shouldn't have attacked with all the... Yeah, I'm sure there was some way I could have actually won that had I played a little bit differently. I think I misplayed somewhere down the line. And that's why we lost. We lost because I misplayed. Darn. Darn. Wow! 0 creature. Okay. Into a fatal push as well. We need to find our 3 drops and 4 drops so we can capitalize on this. They play Hushbringer. Opponent does play Hushbringer. Alright, we're gonna Deadly Dispute. Oh, there it is! There it is! The meme continues. The meme continues. Alright, GG's. Alright, so it's been a hot minute since I've actually comboed with the Chthonian Nightmare plus a Marionette, so if you watched that and felt a little bit frustrating, just be aware that it's been a long time since I've actually played with the Chthonian Nightmare combo. So, I got to actually showcase a lot of different ways you can win with this deck, right? So I think I'm pretty happy with that. We got to win with the Phoenix Fleet Airship. We also got to win with the Chthonian Nightmare combo. We actually got pretty close. Winning with just Marionette against an Aura deck with the Deadly Dispute Treasure Mana and things like that. We also got to see a high Twitch action with a new card, Firebending Lesson, and Redirect Lightning. We got to Redirect Lightning, a Pyrogoyf trigger that happened on a Baragoyf, so it had 3 damage Death Touch, So we got to kill anything with this card. We actually got to see like a lot of different things, which was really cool. I'm still not sure about the other lesson cards. I do like the Redirect Lightning, and I do like a copy of a Firebending Lesson, but I'm not sure about the Abandon attachment. I'm only playing it because it's, you know, new. It is a discard and draw 2, and discarding is relatively powerful in this deck because of Chthonian Nightmare. We've seen time and time where the Crucias discard, you know, set up for our Chthonian Nightmare or Priest of Gix and Marionette turn. So the Abandoned attachment, definitely not bad, but I'm not really sold on this card. It's just there because it's a lesson card. We might also want more copies of a Twitch, but as you can see, our deck is a little bit full. Overall, I think I quite like the deck. I think a lot of the cards actually came together pretty nicely. As for the other like sideboard cards, this is for like combo matchup, Alpine Moon for Valakut, Lotus Field, Price of Freedom. We have 2 copies of it here. This is something that you can tutor with an iTwitch, and this is going to be pretty useful for blowing up, you know, Ugin's Lab, Eldrazi Temple, things like that. And then we have 3 copies of Knight of Dusk Shadow. This is for Val combo deck, and any decks with like Soul Warden, right? Because we are trying to win with the Marionette combo, so having something like a Knight to block opponent's life gain is pretty helpful. Plus, not to mention, this also works against Val combo decks, which is also really good. And we have a copy of a Ghost Vacuum, only playing 1 copy of a Graveyard Hate because we also already have a Bogart Trawler in the main board. What's really nice about the Bogart Trawler is that it's a 3-mana card, which means you can, you know, get rid of it using Crucias to get the Phoenix Fleet Airship, which is also really good. I think the deck came out better than I expected. Probably a little bit more like adjustments could be made to make the deck better and maybe some more better sideboard cards, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.